Hey, greetings and salutations to you people of the interwebs. So today we're going to be looking at this girl. This is Bingotoys Wind Girl. So this is a third-party recreation of Transformers Windblade, everyone's favourite Transformer, who is added to the Transformers continuity after a fan poll in, well, 10 years ago almost. For the part of the Thrilling 30, um, there was this fan poll to add a brand new character into Transformers. And this is what we, the fans, basically came up with, is Windblade. And some people still feel sore about that. Amazing. Just put Transformers in everything. Yeah, it's our character, dude. This is what we wanted. Stop moaning about it. And she's been in the less and less of the fiction lately, which I think is poor form on Hasbro's behalf, because this is our character, quite frankly. So let's put her in. So yeah, Bingotoys have done this kind of classy, let's use the word classy, shall we, for this figure, representation of Windblade, and it is. Sorry, but there's something just about the cherry red, the gold, the black that just oozes just sophistication and class, and just getting around the box, the way the hand feel, the various little bits of die cast in the knee joints and the arm joints and stuff like that. So there's just that little bit of suggestion of weight to her that kind of really yeah, that cherry red and gold. And I don't know how well you can make out on the camera the green eyes here. Those green eyes are just in hand. Look amazing. Just the metallic paint they've used. It just is just so mirrored and so shiny. It just really picks up the light, and amazing. So that's that's the figure. What she comes with. So there's some various things here. There's this stand, which I'll be brutally honest with. It's for effort of actually putting a stand in with a figure. I think when we're paying these prices for third-party figures, and comparative to what other action figures come at that price point, a stand is one of those kind of little extra touches that makes it a premium figure. So yeah, I appreciate that. It's done in this kind of pink translucent. So yeah, A for effort. I just don't think it particularly holds the weight of the figure, or doesn't particularly work that well in my experience. But we're not even going to really go too much detail on that. So as I did the video showed in the hand, she has one sword, two swords, smaller sword, another small sword, medium sword, and another medium sword. Now, is this an overabundance of swords? Yes, it is. But here we are. There we go. So she has that. We have extra pairs of hands. These pairs of hands, so you can do a little heart-shaped, little cutesy little thing in a separate sealable baggie. Another pair of hands, open splayed hand, action hands, in a little sealable baggie. Weapony holdy hands in another sealable baggie. Maybe, and 3 faceplates in a separate sealable baggie. There's a smiley face, a shouty face, and I've got currently one of the alternative heads on, which is the grit your teeth face, but she comes as standard with this little kind of little side smirk, which is very Windblade, in a separate sealable baggie. So again, when you're giving us separate hands and separate faces and stuff like that, is this too many baggies? It is slightly too many baggies. Is it better than no baggies at all? Yes, it's a lot better than no baggies at all. So what we're going to do is we are going to kind of come in here and we're just going to grab hold of that face, pop it off. We just got this here. There's no surprises underneath. Guys who sculpt Transformers, if you're watching this, you should sneak some surprises underneath. I think there's a few little MPs out there that when you pull the face plates off, there is like some kind of like robotic skull detail underneath, and that's the stuff shit I'd really like to see more of. Just a little bit of a ghastly robot surprise underneath a faceplate. So that's the faceplate. She comes as standard. Like I say, this is just a really just classy kind of manufacturer. I mean, the head sculpt is just the way they've taken Windblade and they've really gone to town with this the entire theme of her and just gone a bit of the extra mile with that face sculpt, the little flourishes, the detail, the that golden halo around there. She's got the bow on the back of the head that can come off. It hides a peg hole or a screw hole. So there's that. And yeah, these little hairpins, for lack of a better word, do articulate. The whole thing is on a ball joint, so you've got a nice range of motion there from looking up to looking down to looking side to side and looking all the way around. The neck's kind of pinned in, but you can unpin it to get some extra movement should you wish. The arm joints, they're on a full swivel here. Now there's room for them to have worked in a butterfly joint, but they haven't. So that's one of my only kind of, even though butterfly joint is not really an essential point really of action figure articulation, it's just a really good one, especially how butterfly-ish they've made, you know, her wings. I would have liked a butterfly joint on her arms. But yeah, the armor pieces can come out of the way, so she can bring her arms up quite a lot. She's got a bicep swivel, got a double joint at the elbows, and there's a extra little inward curve there that she can use, that is used in transformation, but you know, engineer transformers today transformation joints are articulation joints. That's just the way they are. There's a ball joint here at the fist, so you get quite a good range of motion at the hand. There is a ball joint at the diaphragm, so that can crunch back and forth and side to side. We can move these hip skirts out of the way and move these up to split out. They also it's quite a strange angle on the hips, but they do go back and up. It's just they don't go straight up, they go to the side. There is actually also this joint here where you could split the thigh down there, and that isn't used in transformation. As far as I know, she doesn't come with transformation instructions, so we've just had to invent a playing mode for her, which is also what they've done. So we've got that nice, these long legs, a double joint there at the knee. As you can see, it breaks down quite thoroughly. There is also a calf split. I don't know why you want to do that, but you can. That is part of the transformation. Then the heel can join together like so. You can also spin, go back and forth, and kind of you can get a tilt on that when the everything aligns, I believe. Yeah, so it can tilt as well. Something came off there. I think that was a hairpin. Yeah, not the her bow. Her bow. Her bow. Put that back in place. And then you could also kind of move these wings around. There's so many different configurations that we're not going to go into them all. What we'll do is we'll go into the main kind of one that exists for kind of sword action. So we want to get this bit here. On mine, this wing is a bit looser on its armature than this one, so that's a little bit of a shame, but I'm not going to go crying about it. So you've just got to get the right angle that lets this bottom bit get past that, and then we can get her swords. We're going to start off with the smaller daggers. And I've got 2 posts there, and we kind of work those into a couple of grooves. So exactly the same on the other side. Once we've got those in, we can then go to the bigger swords, or the medium swords, and we can place these into a groove on there. Oh, hang on. I'm going to get it so that kind of little groove there, so that's all running in the same directions, I believe we need to get. Or maybe we don't. No, we don't, because if that's running that way, that will go that way. So this will go the opposite way. Then bring this armature down to hold that into place. Hold that into place. And there's a hole in there. Let's do that this way around. And bring, no, let's do the other. So you can, like I say, there's various different ways you can do this. It's just whatever you find the most aesthetically pleasing yourself. And then she's got some like full-on angel wings. Come my lady, come my lady, you're my butterfly, sugar baby. Right, size comparison time. We all know you love this. So if you want to go with a standard Siege class deluxe, it is with the Kingdom version of Sideswipe. You can see she's not a chug figure. She is not a chug figure. You want to go with your bog standard Marvel Legend figures. She is with the bearer of the Autobot Matrix of Leadership, the Hood. Don't play with that boy. With your vintage G.I. Joe scale, with the best accountant on Team Cobra. It's Raptor. Come on, guys, put Raptor in the classified line. We were dying for it. And it would not be complete without the best size companion. It's our favourite barista, vape shop owner extraordinaire. It's Fisto. There you go. But I figured I'd bring a few other figures down for this character, or this, because I think a lot of people have kind of, people are on team scale. I think following scale in Transformers is a folly. I've seen far too many people not buy figures that they'd really love just because they were worried that the scale didn't fit in their collection, and I think that's a folly. I think I'm a G1 guy ish, but from what I was taught, as collecting or owning Transformers in G1 was there's no such thing as scale. It's in the eye of the beholder. So this is Fans Toys RC. I cannot remember the fancy third party Sunday name for her, but this is RC. So that gives you. So she is kind of MP scale, but does not really fit in an MP collection that is stylized towards the G1 cartoon, because this is far too stylized, and especially the uses of the cherry red and all those type of colors that you would not get on a Saturday morning cartoon in the 80s. Another thing comparison I think people will be after is with Big Firebird Toys NICE. So as you can see, it's a bit like Shanton NICE and then meeting a more sophisticated sister, really. Yeah, so she's a head taller than NICE, which can work in a collection. I mean, just go out and see actual humans, and you'll see that actual humans come in various different sizes and shapes to each other. That's the beauty of human life. If you're going to go like more MMC scale, here she is with MMC Toys. Wow, I'm having a real brain fart on the names today. It's not Tarn. MMC Iris Coulter version. So yeah, I think they go well artistically together. But again, the paint, that extra lick of paint, the actual specialness of the paint on Wind Girl kind of goes, yeah, maybe they don't fit together. Oh. So a more chuckster piece scale again with MMC's one of the greatest figures ever made. It is Spartan, their impactor. So again, chuckster piece scale, she's too tall. Windblade should not be like a head taller than Impactor. And I don't have that many official MPs, but here she is with the Shattered Glass Optimus Prime. Again, that can work. That can work. Well, you know, I'm a guy who believes that anything can work. You can just put your Transformers next to each other. What she will work with is Bingotoys have teased that they're going to be making. I presume it's going to be a black Arachnia. It could be an Arachnid. We don't know. But we're going to be making one of those. And she'll go with that. On the stand. It comes in a stand. It doesn't need to go with anything. It can just be a singular object in your collection. That's okay. That's fine. They don't need to all mix and match with each other. I feel like I'm ending this video now, but fuck it. We're going to do a transformation, aren't we? I don't know if I want to. I don't know if you want me to. Listen, leave a comment below if you really regret me trying to transform this now. She's a transformer. They have put transformation mode in. Burley. It's on paper. It's quite simple. Ergo the fact they have not included any paper with transformation instructions. Which, you know, I'm a big fan of the old hard panther style anyway. So we're just going to get these wings in kind of some wingy shapes. Like so. So let's just get it stood straight-ish. Let's just move these to the side so they're just out of the way a little bit. So what we want to do first is we want to grab a chest consensually and move a head back up here. This will then allow us to move on this armature and this armature and kind of move back. This is wanting to pop out more and more. I probably should never have removed it in the first place. I'm never going to unscrew the back of the head, so I think I might just glue that in place. So we're moving this armature back here. That has most of what actually makes plane mode up. I'm just going to rip this off, make a plane mode and throw the body away. We might as well do it at this stage, honestly. It'd be a better transformer. So we're going to move that head up to here. This chest, we're going to fold back that piece. We're going to move this body all the way around, like so. We're then going to wheel that back on the armature. We're then going to stick the tits to the bottom of the cockpit. We will then, move these wings down to here. The arms will swivel round. We'll get this joint here. Get this we'll knock the hand off, scatter it onto the floor. It's alright, that's going to help with the transformation, honestly. There's some little slots here. And what you want to do is you want to fold those out on both sides, and then what you want to do is stick the fists into the holes. Oh god, Transformers. The hands come off as well. So they stick on a little bit better if you actually have hands on them, but they don't anymore. And we're not wasting too much time. So then we want to bring those bits back out, these bits back out. Try and kind of get these more pieces kind of in place. Then we're going to go to these legs. Okay. So I know that we fold the heels like so. We move that out. We spin that round. We move that out. We spin that round. We move this on the double joint, and then we feed the leg into this slot here, and then let's have a look. Maybe yeah, I think we need to point that a little bit more. Let's just so that goes like so. Feed the leg into that slot and bring that down. Let's just put the bow back on. A second. And there she is in her space jet mode. So I really like this because it's like very reminiscent of some kind of space jet, of one of those little top-down arcade games or side scroller. Very good. So, but it is a case of every transforming jet as this is just a mess here, really. I wish that was tighter. That just the boobs. What it does have is, and I really like this because I don't think I've ever seen this before, and I always like a little transformation thing that I don't think I've ever seen before. The little knee pads here, they pull out. And they form little landing gear. This one pulls out from the cone. We've seen that before. That pulls out. There you go. Landing gear. But I don't think I've ever seen little knee pads pull out and turn into little jet skidoos. So I like that. And I think, all in all, and there's some of the little grooves and stuff that you can technically place these blades to give it some kind of powered up jet mode, but it's like you start the tolerances. So that goes and then you're supposed to put this into this hole. That peg, that hole, it's too tight. It's like, oh my god, I'm going to break something. So I ain't doing it. And again, it's this side again. It's supposed to tab in like the other one, but the tolerances on this one, that slot there is just, it is not large enough for the tab that you're supposed to go into it. So you can go in like that, but that's not, see, it's very light. It won't stick in. And again, you can, the various places in the wings that you could put the blades in robot mode, you can put them in vehicle mode. So all in all, while I kind of like this kind of abstract jet mode, and it's the silver and gold, the cherry red and gold yet again, and the little tempo details give it that illusion of being better than it actually is, and the little pink translucence and stuff like that. But yeah, it's a robot girl who's under some wings in a cockpit, really. That's what it is. But hey, when I first saw the designs of this figure, I did not think it transformed, and they've proved me wrong. That's always nice. Talking about proving me wrong, I don't think anyone's made it this far into the video. If you have, leave a comment below. And if you're not already subscribed, please subscribe, because we're very close to 1,000 subscribers. And who knows what will happen then. Until the next time, be excellent to each other. Party on, dudes, and because you deserve it, let's a bumper the fist, shall we? Bestow! Fisto!